After Twitter, Meta, Amazon plan to lay off? Why Amazon laying off 10,000 employees could be a signal of something more ominous. What is triggering this downturn in big tech? The main reason is the contraction in demand as the world comes out of the COVID-19 pandemic. The pandemic-induced lockdowns forced people indoors and made them buy more online, spend more time on social media sites, consume more streaming content, and play games with others, are almost over. This started showing in the numbers of tech companies which were riding a boom for the past few years and hired to sustain the increased demand. As people return to offices and rediscover the outdoors, engagement across platforms is dropping, along with revenue. As a result, fewer people are needed to manage these platforms. Companies that thought the pandemic bump will be sustained by changed user behavior are realizing this is not the case. To make matters worse, there are indicators that a global recession is in the offing and is already hitting demand for non-essential products in many markets. A purchase that can be put off is being deferred in many cases. But why is Amazon laying off employees significant? For workers, Amazon has been one of the most stable employers in tech. The layoffs, which have not yet been officially announced by Amazon, will be the largest in the company's history. Amazon trimming its workforce is a signal that consumer sentiments are low, especially weeks before the holiday season, which is usually the best time of the year for e-commerce. Amazon is expected to lay off workers in the devices vertical as the spike in demand for Alexa devices starts muting across the world. Who else has announced layoffs? The most significant trimming has come from Meta, the parent company of Facebook, which seems impacted by falling engagement on its platforms coupled with ad tracking policies, which have impacted the effectiveness of campaigns on its platforms. Meta laid off over 11,000 workers last week. The more visible trimming, however, has been at Twitter, following Elon Musk's takeover of the microblogging platform. He claims the sackings are needed to rationalize the platform's business model. More on big tech. Amazon, the company appears set to lay off approximately 10,000 people in corporate and technology jobs, in what would be the largest cuts in the company's history. Meta, the parent of Facebook, said it was laying off more than 11,000 people, or about 13% of its workforce. Google, the tech giant, agreed to a record $391.5 million privacy settlement with a 40-state coalition of attorneys general for charges that it misled users into thinking they had turned off location tracking in their account settings even as the company continued collecting that information.